What's up, YouTube? So before we get started with this video, on first take, they're going to be talking about how last week Damian Lillard and Shaquille O'Neal had a rap battle. So let's see what they have to say about that.
I don't know the lyrics by heart, so I'm going to read a couple of lines, spit a couple of bars. Here's Shaq, because you gentlemen got to debate this, Stephen and Max. So I want y'all to listen up. This the Shaq Diesel line, okay? You see this flow? It got a little Hall of Fame on it. Dame shoot jumpers. Shaq still bang on it. The room then, okay. That's how you gauge in a battle. You know, Max. Ain't nobody get hype about that.
That's right.
Call me when you get back to back to back. Why would I want to be a rapper when rappers want to be Shaq?
I like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, there's crickets all over the place for both of those. So let's continue.
I like
that
the Hall
one.
of Fame. He's the bona fides off the top.
All right, so here go a couple from Dame. I'm new school, got new hits. Space Jam, not blue chips.
All right.
Yeah, crickets everywhere still. They're getting bigger.
Old nursery rhyme spitting, small car sitting, old icy hot poster boy, TNT snitching, you big man hating, mad at my existence. Had a song with Bad Boy. Well, I'm Jordan to the Pistons.
Okay, that one got my attention.
What, the TNT? Listen,
The icy
let me
hot.
tell you, we say it's not Nas, Jay-Z, but I think it reminds me of that in certain ways. First of all, thank you, Shaq and Lillard, for this, right? Like, what's better than a rap battle?
Hold on. Let me take over moderating here again. Who won? That's what I want to know.
Shaq won.
Why?
Shaq won.
How'd Shaq win?
Because I was going to say, like Jay-Z and Nas, your generation, because you're like in a half generation below, like Jalen and me, you're born, and Stephen A is older than us, 73, 74, something like that.
Yep.
People got Nas and Jay-Z wrong. Everyone thinks, oh, Nas ethered, Jay-Z ethered, entered the vernacular. Nas is one of the all-time greats, threw everything against the wall and saw what stuck. Jay-Z came in with surgical strikes and told the truth. That's the killer. So yeah, Damian Lillard's a better technical rapper than Shaq. Damian Lillard can flow, there's no question about it. But it's not like it's not the lyrics business, it's the music business. Who gives you the ear candy? Shaq has better delivery that way, and Shaq told you things that you can't refute. He did win 3 finals MVPs, so when Lillard says Kobe won you those chips, Shaq is sitting there with the MVPs in the finals every one of those years. Shaq is in the Hall of Fame. Shaq would bang it on you, like everything he told you was the truth. It's tough to beat that, especially when Shaq, who's a platinum artist, by the way, because he had RZA producing his tracks and guys like that, is telling the truth about the situation. It's tough to come back on that.
Let me be the first to,
So I definitely have to agree with Max on this one. So Damian Lillard might be the better rapper, but what Shaq is saying is unrefutable. And if you're going back and forth, what I really care about is what you're saying and does it make sense and how powerful is it? And Shaq is just saying some unrefutable stuff that's just an ultimate cut down. What's Damian Lillard going to say? He's going to say something that's not necessarily true about Shaq, but he says it good? I mean, it doesn't matter. Or you want to say something that completely cuts down the other person, and that's what Shaq is doing. I don't care how you say it. You can say it terrible. But if you're saying something that's sharp and it's true, that's tough to get around, no matter how Damian Lillard might say it. So let's continue.
Listen, I'm from Hollis, Queens. That's the home of Run DMC. LL Cool J grew up 5 minutes away on Farmers Boulevard, but you notice I leave the rap lyrics and all that stuff to you. That ain't my thing. I listen to rap growing up. I know who they are. I mean, again, Run DMC, LL, Cool Mo D, the whole bit. I grew up in that era.
KRS and Champ back in the day.
EPMD. I mean, that's me. You see what I'm saying? Jay-Z, Biggie, Tupac came later. I get all that. And I was never one that got into the albums. I like a song, and I play it over and over. I'll listen to an album once, but the songs that I like on the album, I listen to over and over again. So you might have 10, 11, 12 songs on an album. I might listen to 2. You come up with the other 10, I don't know what the hell you talking
Well, you
about.
gotta listen to some classic albums.
So I think everybody's like that, right? Because I'm like the same way. Every time I listen to like a rapper or somebody, I'm not listening to the whole album every single time, going loop after loop after loop. I find 3 or 4 songs on the album and I listen to them. I might even play them out. I might even have 1 or 2 songs I consistently play over and over and over. So I don't know if anybody that really plays the whole album over and over and over. I think people will choose their songs and they keep playing those. So I don't know what Stephen A is talking about with that. That, like I said, I just pick my individual songs and that's it. I don't listen to the whole album. But anyway, let's keep going.
No, but what I'm saying to you is,
Mr.
I'm an R&B kind of dude. You know, I mean,
He's
the
a
Isley
slow
brother.
jam.
I mean, listen,
Cooled you that bad to the bone. He didn't.
That's me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So again, I'm not trying to act like that's not my area of expertise. Even if I'm in my car, I got like 20 or 30 songs specifically I will listen to, as opposed to, again, an album. That's just how I roll. Having said all of that, let me say this. I can tell the difference between a cat that's like a lyrical genius or somebody that's gifted lyrically better than the other, and somebody who's more entertaining in their presentation and delivery of something is better. When I listen to rap, when I listen to Shaq and I listen to Damian Lillard, I thought Damian Lillard's lyrics were better. But I thought Shaq won because the beat that he had, his presentation, how he spit it, it was something to the ear that I was entertained more by hearing, as opposed to dissecting who's more gifted than the other. Having said all of that, Shaq again, when you said up there and you said that Kobe won you those rings, well, that's not entirely accurate. Shaq was the most dominant force we had ever seen this side of Wilt Chamberlain. That's one. You said Flash delivered that. Now, that was true. Because Miami's not winning that championship without Flash. And oh, by the way, the Dallas Mavericks were depressed that Shaq would get into foul trouble because Zoe would come in. You notice, Zoe would come into the game and he was so dominant defensively that was what bothered Dallas. And of course, D-Wade went ballistic, averaging 37. So he was right about that. And you, Dame, love Dame big time. He was first team for me last year. But in the end, the bottom line is you still looking for that elusive title that Shaq has won. So when you say it like that.
So Max.
Yeah, so again, I definitely say that Damian Lillard might be the better, more pure rapper. He might have better delivery. It may flow a little bit better, but I definitely got to go with Shaq because Shaq, he may not be the most smoothest rapper or his delivery may not be the best, but what he's saying is a sharp killer that makes up for he may not have the most purest or smoothest delivery. But like I said, what he's saying is an absolute killer, and that's all that really resonates with me. Especially, it's kind of tough to argue or rap with somebody that's in the same field with you. Kind of like how Damian Lillard and Shaq are. And then the other person's got a lot more trophies and, a lot more his championships and all that. It's hard to rap against that with somebody like that because what are you really going to say? You can't say much. So you have to go to a different area if you want to rap. You have to talk about, I don't know. It's like I said, it's going to be harder to talk trash against Shaq because he's got championships all over. He's got money. So, what are you really going to say about Shaq? That's why it's tough going to get Shaq, but I don't know. Let's continue.
Says Shaq won. Stephen A. says Shaq delivery, but he liked Dame's lyrics. Jalen, what do you say?
So I'm here for all of this.
Yeah.
So I think both of their styles, when they did their diss tracks, mimic how they play basketball.
Wow.
Shaq was aggressive, he was emotional, and it was personal. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the song, he just talked for a minute to go in on them. Shaq has been rapping for a long time. Shaq is a platinum artist, did some songs with some of the greats to do it, okay? Really accomplished at what he does, and also is a really good DJ, which is also one of my hobbies. Shaq put it down. But Dame, he did it with poise.
Yeah.
He did it with flow. And he didn't lose his composure.
Correct.
Okay? That's why, to me, if you like the flow better, you like the song better. That's why I believe Dame won.
Okay.
Shaq went to what's called a safety beat. You know this. You could go to grinding. You could go to a Dr. Dre beat, and y'all gonna head nod anyway. Mm-hmm. But regardless of what he's saying, if this is a battle, Dame came with an original beat, which is an original thought, and then he spit flows, and he never lost his poise. So I gotta give.
I think you're getting a little too.
Nah, I can't quite say that because it's safety beat or not. It doesn't the beat's good, but it doesn't necessarily matter the beat if you're saying trash. If you're saying something that doesn't rhyme, it doesn't make sense, and it's not really a cut down, it doesn't matter how good the beat is. You could have a safety beat or a brand new fresh beat. But if you're talking trash, that doesn't you're not saying anything, good or a cut down, it doesn't matter. but you could have a trash beat or a safety beat. But if you're spitting some facts, some straight flows, oh yeah, that's definitely going to cut down the other person. Like I said, Shaq, he was saying things that were unrefutable. Shaq's got championships and money and all types of stuff. You can't go against that. What does Damian Lillard had? He has nothing. He hasn't won any rings. He doesn't have any more money than Shaq or more money than Shaq. So what's he really going to say? I don't care if he does have a good beat. It doesn't matter how good your beat is if you can't really say anything to cut down the other person. So the delivery is good, the beat's good, but what you're saying is just I can't get too excited about it because you're not going to say anything against Shaq. While Shaq may have the safety beat, but he's spitting straight fire. And that's what it all really matters to me, spitting fire. I don't care about your beat. Well, that's a tight beat. You're bobbing my head. Yeah, but I'm bobbing my head, but what are you saying, though? You're cutting this guy down. All right, so I don't know. Let's continue.
Deep into it philosophically. Like, bottom line is,